The power of language. We've been inside the huddle. We talked about optimizing your language. Now, what does that mean? That means you're using the best language possible. And you're also sensitized, super sensitized to some of the habitual language, some of the habitual questions, some of the habitual phrases that go on inside our internal dialogue that we aren't even aware of. And believe it or not, a lot of that is disempowering. We talk about some of the things we say to ourselves. And when I speak and I give trainings on, I said, imagine that you spoke to one of your best friends. If they're coming to you for advice, you spoke to your best friend like you usually speak to yourself when things are going wrong. Wouldn't be too pretty, would it? Probably wouldn't have too many friends. I know I'm guilty of this. Being a peak performer, high performance, you're always very hard on yourself. We need to figure out a way to balance that, to optimize our language, because the more enriched words we use, the more enriched our internal dialogue and our internal thinking. And the more enriched that is, the more enriched behaviors. The more enriched behaviors equal a more enriched life. And who doesn't want a more enriched life? I know I do. It comes from optimizing your language. One thing I wrote down here, when we change the words we use, that changes the way we focus on things. That also changes the way we feel. It changes our intentions, our behavior. It changes so much of the quality of our life. This is a must. We must think of what certain language patterns do you need to get rid of and other ones you add in. You can build your language set and get rid of loaded words and replace them with empowering words. And here's two. One of the ones we use all the time is hate. I hate this, I hate them. Hate's used so much. And I want you to use that loaded word, throw that one out and add in dislike. That little change will save a lot, believe it or not. And again, greatness is not some big thing. Building some enriched life is not some easy shortcut. It's a lot of little things stacked on top of each other day after day. That's why we must continue to do the personal development. But that one little change, and you can find other words on your own where you delete one and add in another and watch how different you feel, if anything else. Just notice that. The other one I wrote down is change the word problem. Take out the word problem and replace that with challenge. And I know a lot of you out there are competitors, some form or another. You like to compete in some way. When you change the word problem, you add in challenge, it changes your thinking a little bit to thinking, okay, this is a challenge that I can overcome. This is a challenge where I sit down and have my block time and I think about it, dissect it, see who I can bring in to get other perspectives on it, then it becomes a lot more manageable. That is a small change that's going to make a big difference. And that's what Inside the Huddle is all about. That's the power of language. So I want you to be sensitized by the makeup of the words you're using on a daily basis. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you found that valuable. I have so much more amazing content videos coming, and I don't want you to miss out. So subscribe. If you want some more awesome videos, you can check those out. Until I see you again in the next one, keep going out there, hunting your greatness inside and out.